still searching for that holy grail event for everyone, and you want a more high energy, thriving community? Then I can help you. If you're budget challenged and you want to feature your thriving community to visitors, and I can help you get there faster and easier. Hi, I'm Linda Ritchie, founder of Senior Net Shows, and during our time together today, I'm going to outline how you can get your residents and visitors impressed with your one-of-a-kind progressive programming. But more importantly, I'm going to show you how to get there with a lot more ease, and it's all because of the format that I've designed for the service. Welcome to video 3, the last installment in the video series titled Social Tech and the Community Experience. If you haven't seen video 1 or 2, go back and watch them and then come back to this one. So before we get to the details, let's take a small step back. In order to get that energy and enthusiasm as a community, we've got to understand what you're working from. What really drives you to provide these experiences for your residents? And more importantly, why haven't you made the progress you know you're capable of? Here's a fact. Habits. They keep more people from getting what they want more than anything else. They keep you stuck. They are just survival patterns, and it happens to be on a subconscious level. It's hard enough juggling all the individual daily needs with the limitations of regulations and policy, but worse are the thoughts and doubts that begin to creep in. And if you've ever heard yourself saying, "I'm just not cut out for this anymore," it's okay and it's totally normal. As the competition increases, the pressure will continue to increase. It may seem like your service to these souls may get overlooked, but know this. My own personal survey proved that the role of enrichment within a community has gained the trust of the resident over any other clinical role. In other words, your relationships feel to them like the most authentic friendship the seniors would have had if outside the community. And you knowing that they feel that way is why you do what you do. Leadership would likely benefit from tapping your influential role for the straight insight from the most savvy seniors in the history of your industry. With all that being said, change is always possible. The only difference between change and no change is that decision. Now, I didn't say it was easy, because old habits are never easy to change. But with what we have available today, right now is the absolute best time for you to make a change. Let's look at the facts. This is an opportunity that we have today as leading edge caregivers, and it's the reason I'm so passionate about this work. Let's take a minute to talk about what's included in the Senior Net Shows membership and how it will help you move into braggable engagement status. Senior Net Shows was specifically designed for group-style senior living, and it's structured to impress and solve one of your biggest problems. Remember, online reviews are the new word of mouth, so let's give them something to talk about. To begin with, this service delivers a fresh new show to you every month on the exact same date at which you first join. Let's call it your month-iversary. With that date in mind, now you can plan future calendars accordingly. When you first sign up, you have access to download your first show pack immediately. Also, monthly you're reminded with an email on your month-iversary that your show is ready. As a member, access the Senior Net Shows website with your login and password. Download the show pack to your laptop. Now, this is simply a large digital file of PowerPoint slides, a slide deck. This would be a good time to mention again, there is no Wi-Fi necessary or internet needed to run the show. But let's break for a minute and talk about memberships. By now, most of you are members of other services or clubs. Netflix, Dollar Shave Club come to mind. The reason memberships work and make so much sense for the customer today is always because of these 4 things. Number 1, it solves a problem. Number 2, it's convenient. I mean, let's be clear, we don't want to overthink PowerPoint, but even if you can do this yourself, it's not very feasible and you wouldn't have time to run your core business. So, number 3, it's cheaper than other in-house options. Outsourcing, when cost justified, is just the newest business brag. And number 4, it's never a marriage you cannot end. They always let you cancel at will. So if this is still out of your comfort zone, consider that everything good in life did require leaving your comfort zone. My job is to have a little bigger vision for your communities all around energy fitness. After all, I witnessed the conversion hundreds of times, so I'm sure of the results. And since we're still getting to know one another, a Senior Nut Shows membership will never have any terms or commitments. It's important to me that the service is serving you at its highest good. And when it no longer does that, you can immediately cancel your membership on your own through your PayPal account, and I guess we could act like we never met, but I prefer that you join when it makes more sense to come back. Or I can cancel for you, just let me know. So know that, and let's get back to the details. Once the show pack is on your laptop, it's ready for showtime. Like I said, running the show does not require internet or Wi-Fi. From here, the laptop is simply the vehicle to house the show and to navigate through the pages of the highly animated slides. It's fun, and if you can hit a keystroke, you can host this live show too. The show has 5 distinct yet seamless segments, like the variety show format of the 60s and 70s. The format is familiar, and the shorter segments keep the attention of a diverse audience. And the hour moves fast. As you host, you set your own pace. The seniors will participate and contribute comments and memories, so take all the time that you like. Each slide has scripted notes relating to the content on that corresponding slide. So, no need for stage fright. I've got you covered. However, don't be shy either. You know your residents better than anyone. I always added my own personal ad lib and encouraged theirs too. Use your personality to make it your own signature show. They'll love you even more for it. So, now that you have the show on the laptop, how does your group get to see it? Options to displaying the show include connecting the laptop to either a TV or a projector. There are no barriers to showing this on any wall surface, movie screen, bed sheet, or the easiest of the TV display. We have done it all. And you'll be fully supported with the resources at hand immediately in the members area. Know this. The people who will get the biggest benefit from Senior Nut Shows are those that have recognized that while bingo is great, it's just not enough for everyone anymore. The seniors tell me they love stretching the noodle. For those that haven't found yet regular success luring some residents from their rooms, this is for you. Or administration and marketing are looking for that anchor event, something that feels braggable, that can show off your progressive programming. If you see yourself in any of these stories, then Senior Nut Shows is for you. But before we go any further, let's take another objective look at who will not do well at Senior Nut Shows. It's not for anyone who just wants to kind of check things out. You just can't kind of make a significant impact. This program has never been done before. Consider anything new has an ooch of a learning curve. Senior Nut Shows is for those who are intentional to succeeding and to getting the best results. If the commitment or the attitude isn't there, then this may not be the right program for you at this time, and I would ask that you do not sign up. So, how else are you supported throughout this process? The user guide takes you step by step from download to showtime. I do have a strong suggestion. Definitely take your practice swing before you gather your first group together. It just creates too much panic on the fly like that. So after you do this once, you've graduated. 2, you'll find a short video series of tutorials, cheat sheet style, in the members area. I don't make you watch 30 minutes of video. I chop it up in little bite-sized clicks so you can refresh on the one quick thing you need to watch. And 3, the private Facebook user group, where we all learn from and help each other. This is also where we show off and brag on our seniors and suggest future show content. The user group will be our community. It is an intentional place for support of one another, so join in and introduce yourself. Once you set your show up for the first time, then please offer any best practices to your peers. These online communities are always a compassionate group. I myself are in several of them, and the first place I go to ask for help. And number 4, email or call me. My contact information is all over the web. So, speaking of intentional, I've intentionally designed our membership relationship to have no bondage over you whatsoever. The Senior Nut Shows have already worked for hundreds of seniors and communities, and I know it'll work for you too. But I also know there are way too many fly-by-night or too good to be true offers online, which can question a commitment to a program like this. I've said before, I hope this serves you. When it is no longer doing that, you're free to sever your service immediately on your own through your own PayPal account without engaging me or at the company at all. This is how I personally like to do business, so we can forge forward knowing that. Senior Net Shows will give you the results you want, save you time, and it will get you noticed. But you do have alternatives, so let's look at them. What would it cost if you try to learn this yourself? Well, I would say way too much time to even be feasible. Or worse, what would it cost you if you did nothing at all? If you just stayed stuck in low attendance or low interest and low energy living? I'd say that's just not even fair. That's why we have an alternative option. Senior Net Show's monthly membership is $29.99 every month. To make the progress that you want in your community, you will have to break some old habits, but zero risk and such high rewards waiting for you. I'm sure you're ready to get started. Open registration period is open right now. I will be closing the registration period in 6 days. We do this so we can cater to all the new incoming members during this enrollment cycle. It's similar to a college class as everyone begins at the same time. Once the open registration period is complete, then I turn my complete attention to support you, and I'll be in the Facebook user group as a moderator so we can all benefit from anybody's questions or comments. Again, the deadline to register for this current open enrollment is 6 days from now. As you look to make a decision, just know this. If you're feeling overwhelmed being on this monthly hamster wheel, it's okay and it's normal. Yours is a role that is packed with heart, but it's a lot of pressure month after month, and it's all up for monthly scrutiny online. The challenging part for most of us is that we try to manage all of this in addition to the other responsibilities that we have in our roles. Life is an ongoing competition for your time and attention, and that's a competition that you rarely win. But it doesn't have to be that way. Join me and register during this open enrollment for Senior Net Shows. Cognitive fitness and braggable engagement is possible for everyone. Head over to the website at seniornetshows.com and enroll now. Click the link below to take you to the enrollment page. You have nothing to lose, and I can't wait to help you bring the high life back into your community. I will see you soon in the Facebook group, and I hope this serves you.